from Lee Summit. She is the president and founder of Reagan Rex, and you can go to reaganrex.org to find out more about that. And I'll introduce her right now, and her name is Michelle Boxx. Thanks for coming, Michelle.
Can everybody hear me okay? Well, first of all, thank you for having me. It's a real honor to speak to you all today. The concept of limited government has become the platform for numerous American candidates from the state level to the federal. The Tea Party movement has ignited a passion in citizens throughout the nation. Their continuous cries for lower taxes and a restoration for the private sector have been voiced and channeled through speakers throughout the nation. The passion did not stop at the podium. As common citizens with handmade signs stood engaged in effective but peaceful protests for freedom. This American activism startled Congress, but our government still pressed forward and onward towards an agenda against the will of the people, against the clearly outlined Constitution, and in some cases against morality. In all this, there is a realization that should have become clear, but the mainstream has neither embraced these truths nor allowed these voices to resonate. And that realization is this. Our government might decide the actions that they take, but it is not the government's fault. Our nation is rushing toward ruin. It is ours. We are the Americans who voted them into office. We as the individuals did not look into the records and paper trails of each candidate, instead choosing to take these public representatives at face value. Words are merely words and will never truly display the heart or the intent of one's actions. In the last 100 years, America has been thrust in a dangerous direction. Instead of proactively campaigning for freedom and morality, we have instead been swept away by a hurricane of leaders with agendas we couldn't have imagined. America's apathy in regards to politics and America's dependence on government programs has grown exponentially. We should not be surprised when we observe the climatic height we have attained, for indeed we are at a crossroads in our history. However, we are not the first nation to stand at these crossroads. The Roman Empire started out as morally upright, an empire that understood the different sectors and roles of society. The family's role promoted stability. The father taught the sons a trade, and the mothers taught the daughters how to be a good wife and mother, as was the custom at the time. Both parents were very active in their children's lives. Next was the role of religion. The Roman religion taught individuals to lead with respect, possess integrity, and be personally responsible for oneself. People were free to decide and make something of themselves if they so chose. The government protected its people and was limited. So why did the Roman Empire fall? Over time, fathers became more and more absent in their children's lives, causing the children to lack all of the emotional fulfillment and stability needed. As a result, crime rose. Religion and morality was tossed out the window for a focus on whatever the person felt led to do at the moment. People lost respect for everyone but themselves. The government regulated and took more control of the citizens' lives, making business interactions increasingly difficult. A lack of morality, a lack of stability, and personal responsibility caused the Roman Empire's downfall. Sound familiar? The pathway the Roman Empire chose, leading to its downfall, is the exact one our government and society is on now. We have the power to allow our nation to be shaped and altered entirely, but we also have the power to learn from the worn paths of tradition. Paths that have etched knowledge and wisdom, words forever engraved in the pages of history. We have the choice to point and lead toward the freedom we cherish. This climatic moment we live in finds itself in a wealth of information. We are able to access more facts about our candidates than ever before. We also find ourselves, though, in an age of dependence. The government provides for us extensively, from healthcare to welfare and beyond. this provision comes with a price. Personal responsibility, the concept of exceeding beyond expectations, and the reward of greatness has all been thrown by the wayside. After all, why would we need to be responsible when we have a government caring for us in every way imaginable? If we are to change our nation, there is a core belief we must embrace, a belief the foundation with which the rest of our nation is built on. We are not little children under a big government. The government is not our ultimate authority. Jesus Christ is. When we compromise on religious principles and morality creeps in slowly, eventually dominating every crevice and every sector of our society. Thomas Jefferson put it this way: among the most inestimable of our blessings also is that of liberty to worship our Creator in the way we think most agreeable to His will. A liberty deemed in other countries incompatible with good government, and yet proved by our experience to be its best supports. Thomas Jefferson knew facilitating a government without religion would fail. He knew that a government must be supported on religion to adequately preserve the rights laid out in our Constitution.